Renard. Renard.
What's up, my people? Welcome to the SN95 Power channel. So a lot of bright lights going on up in here. We got a score of some trunk paneling. I really didn't inspect these thoroughly, so you're going to get my first reaction on how some of this stuff looks. We're going to try to clean it up a little bit, and hopefully, just hopefully, these pieces will work. Now, these are off a convertible, so I'm not going to have the exact fittings as the pieces that originally came on this car, but hopefully we can make it work. And then we have the battery back there in the trunk. I'm not sure how I'm going to have to modify that side, but we'll figure this all out together. So let's get it. All right. Like I said, some of these pieces are convertible pieces. So if you are looking for this top piece for a convertible, I got it, and it's actually in really good shape. No cracks on it. It still looks gray. So we'll set that to the side. I can only guess and say this is the driver's side. It's a little dirty, but we'll try to clean it up a little bit. I'm gonna guess and say this is this passenger side. It's got a crack in it. A couple of cracks. A little dirty. But we'll try to clean it up and see how it works. So this is very easy. This is where the fuel inertia switch goes. Little crack right here. This is pretty big crack through that. But a lot of stuff might have to get modified, so we'll see. And my last piece. So yeah, this has got to be driver's side. So what we'll do is we'll just do like a little rough test fit of all this and see how it fits. Breaking news, breaking into this video. First of all, it is wintertime. It is officially build season now. And the other thing is, I was able to go to the Junkyard and score some coupe panels, trunk liners. Now, you know, you can see these aren't in the best condition, you know, from years of whatever was going on in the previous owner's trunk. But I'm gonna show you how I clean this up. And then after I get these nice and clean, I need y'all to give me some feedback. Should I paint these black or just let them stay the factory gray? Now, depending on how clean I can get this is really gonna, in my mind, is gonna help me determine if I'm gonna paint them or not. If I can get these things looking like brand new from cleaning them up, then we'll probably just keep them the factory gray. Or, you know, maybe I clean them up and get them looking OEM, and you know, maybe I still might want to paint them black. The good thing is I have the convertible panels that are in the car right now that I'm going to take out, and maybe I'll spray paint one black. Maybe I'll spray paint the other one red. That's another idea. Maybe red also. So let me just throw this vision out there to y'all. So I get all these panels cleaned up. I have the outlier of the trunk red, and maybe the floor panel black. So just kind of keeping with the same theme, or just do everything black, or keep it this factory gray. So leave a comment, tell me what y'all think about that. So what we gotta do first is get this subwoofer out of here and get these panels out. So I got an idea of how I'm going to redo this wiring for this battery. I am going to go with a different amp and subwoofer setup, so I'm not going to be too concerned about that. I'll probably end up throwing this back in here over the winter just to have some tunes. And all right, yeah, let's get it started. All right, I got the subwoofer out. So now let's put this piece of paneling in. I think this piece on this back side of the trunk goes in front of this other piece. More like it. So I know I gotta and there's a clip that normally goes there also. And then I think there's a hole right here up top for a retainer. But that's going to fit nice. And if we grab this piece, this is supposed to. Maybe it might be different because like this is a convertible back piece. I do have the coupe back piece with me also. So I have like a gap down here. A gap down there. Let me grab this coupe panel and lay that down and see if there's any difference. So this coupe panel is a one piece. I don't think there's any difference. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be any difference on how it lines up. Yeah, it's still gonna have that gap, a little bit of gap, not a big gap like the convertible one. But I did trim the convertible one. I did trim that one. So another thought to kind of hide that is I can get the subwoofer that sits over here in the corner. I kind of like the idea of having a subwoofer that sits back there. All right, so now that we have a confirmed fitting, let's work on cleaning this thing up. It looks filthy. All right, how about a little before and after? So this one is cleaned up. I think it looks pretty nice. And this is how it looked when I first got it. And the only thing I did was steamer. I added a little Gears AutoWorks Interior Cleaner Pro. Mixed it in 2-to-1 with water in the steamer. And I think it came out looking factory good. All right, figure I'll just give y'all a little quick demo of what I'm doing. So I'm gonna have to spend a lot of time down in this area right here, because this is really where a lot of the grit and grime is. So before I even put the steamer on it, I'm just gonna use a scrub brush, try to just loosen as much of this stuff up as I can. But now you can just really see the difference just doing this first step. But the steamer is what's really gonna get all this dust and dirt and grime out of it. So now, brush. Let's really get down up in here. Steamer wasn't quite ready yet. That's just way too much water. But we can work with it. A little bit of this on here. You can just tell the difference already. So we hit it with the steamer again. That's better. More steam than water. Now we can start working these panels up here also. All right, I'm gonna let this dry off and then we'll see how it looks. All right, now here's the after. That's the one side that I might come back and re-steam it again once everything dries off a little bit more. And this is the side that I still need to work on. So you can see a huge difference. And still, I'm open to suggestions on if I should paint this black, maybe paint this red, or just keep it this factory gray. Leave a comment down below. I'm gonna finish cleaning this up. We'll let it dry and then we'll start trimming this side. We'll install that side, trim this side, and try to get this side mounted. This would be the tricky side because, like I said, the battery is, where's the battery going to be? The battery's going to be back here. So yeah, we'll have to trim a little bit of that out. All right, so let's talk about the good. I'm able to get the panels in. I had to take the battery out to really get this side. This side was really a pain. But still, it's in here. And I really have to figure out what I want to do with this spaghetti right here of battery madness. I'm probably gonna tuck a distribution block back on this side somewhere. Man, this camera, the camera mount is pretty clutch. Yeah, I'll probably put a hot and a ground distribution block on the back side of this battery, and then I can get rid of these 40,000 wires that's hanging off the top and the side of this. I'm gonna find something to do with this carpet. I still gonna use the Mustang Emporium, platform underneath. That works pretty good, especially with my box right here. And then the ideal is I'll probably just use some carpet. Yeah, so I'll keep both pieces of cardboard. I'll use this carpet as a template, cut out around this battery better, and kind of make this a little bit more seamless. But I think with the little cleaning that I did, these panels came out nice. I'm going to figure out a way to get this to stay flush like that. Yeah, so I want this to stay flush like that. Right now it's just using this little holder, but you know, that will pop out. Yeah, I'm not too worried about this gap. Like I said, I can get some carpet and build it up a little bit. So yeah, get some padding and some carpet, build it up maybe an inch and a half, and it'll cover those gaps. And on this side, yeah, same thing. Just build up the carpet, make sure when I cut out the carpet, I cut out around this battery box as best as possible. Actually, you know, just remove the battery. And there's like, you know, maybe a ½ inch gap under battery that I can set the carpet on. But yeah, I think this is coming along fairly nice. It's actually pretty cool to have the paneling back into this car. And there are like clips that, you know, you can put on here to hold that down. I thought I had grabbed those clips off the car, but not a big deal. But yeah, I'm really thinking about getting the subwoofer that faces this way and fires out. I think that would really help the look. I think that would really help the look. So we're gonna end the video on a high note with this. But first, man, we gotta get a cold start. I took this battery out. I gotta make sure everything is like working. So let's get a cold start. All right, heaters off, doors closed. Let's unplug the steamer. Get over this mess. Gotta open the garage door. All right, that works. I don't have any interior lights, I forgot. hurt the fuel pump. So it's not gonna be like a cold, raspy start. All right, so anytime the Apple Play connects, it knocks my recording off. So why that happened, I don't know. But it's gonna knock me off as soon as the Apple Play connects. So yeah, we got a lot of gas in here, which I'm gonna have to drain out. We had about a quarter inch of snow today, and I'm pretty sure they like dumped all kind of salt on the road, so I can't drive this car anymore. And that's unfortunate because it's supposed to be like 63, 60 degrees on Friday or Saturday. So let's close this video out. All right, so I feel very accomplished that we made a little headway on redoing this trunk and just really transforming this car into what I've always said is the ultimate SN95. So in my book, just a couple little things I still want to do to get that car to what I feel is the ultimate SN95. I just need some feedback from y'all. So what do you think? Keep the trunk coloring the same, the factory gray? Should I paint it? What kind of subwoofer setup should I go with? I really like the rear firing setup, but I'm also liking the idea of having the one on the driver's side corner back there. So just throw me some ideas of what y'all think I should do as far as a direction with this trunk setup. And I think next week we're going to start tackling this sway bar situation. I have this Steeda spacer kit sitting right here, ready to go. I'm hoping it works. If it doesn't work, then I've got some other things I might have to do, but we'll get more into that on next week's video. So do me a solid, tell a couple of people about the channel, and until next time, God bless.